Hey, thanks, man.
I am. Ever since I heard about this film, I've been incredibly excited to see it.
It's exciting. It's an exciting endeavor.
But so it's a satire. You play a Nazi.
Yes.
There's a young boy who's a Nazi youth. He has an imaginary friend who is Adolf Hitler. And it's we could tell from the clip you're sort of a bumbling you're sort of a buffoon of a Nazi.
Yes, I'm a disillusioned ex-war hero who's sort of now become a buffoon. He's lost his eye, and he's been demoted to teaching the Hitler youth how to fight.
I think based on sort of the dead silence of the audience, there's a fear when you make a comedy that includes Nazis and Hitler, they might be a little worried.
Yeah.
But
Yes, that's right.
this is also a very, it's in very safe hands. A fantastic writer and director, and it's also a very sweet story as well.
It is very sweet, and it's very much anti-Hitler.
Yeah.
I can assure you.
Yeah.
It's an.
There we go.
Yes. All right, let's hear it for anti-fascism.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, so you can be assured. It's a funny but yet poignant film.
And it's, I think it's always exciting when a film comes out that is unlike anything that's come before it, certainly in this day and age. And so that's what's so cool about it. You mentioned you are missing an eye, your character. So you had to wear contacts?
I had to wear contacts. Taika had to wear contacts, and occasionally we couldn't wear the contact because of debris and gunfire, or we were in a swimming pool or something. But yeah, when I first got I've never worn, have you worn contacts? I've never worn contacts.
This is a true story.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is going to be very in line with what we're talking about. It's hard to laugh at. On SNL, I played Osama bin Laden once.
You did.
There you go. So I raise your Hitler. And, I'd never in my life worn contacts. But Lauren, between Dress and Air, was like, we can't have a blue-eyed Osama bin Laden. And I said, I really don't want, and so
CGI, man.
Yeah, I was like, come on, it's live. You can CGI it in real time.
Yeah.
So how was your contact experience?
Well, it was interesting because the first person, they have to get, somebody who knows what they're doing to put it in. In fact, I wore some for SNL, and they had to get somebody to put it in. And it fell out at one point. We had to find it and put it. But somebody came by, a guy, and I felt bad for him. But he was putting it in like this. And,
he had nerve.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, hey, let's take 5-minute break, and we'll do it again in like 10 minutes. And he came back, and there was more of this kind of thing. And then I was like, all right, yeah, we're gonna take another break, and then we got somebody else to do it.
You are, as we said, playing a Nazi in this, and you've played. You played some racists over the years and stuff. Three Billboards, Green Mile.
Yes.
I know you to be a lovely person. Do you feel like you've hit your cap on those?
I've hit my cap on racists for sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, somebody's got to play them, but I'm done with that.
Yeah, I feel like you filled your quota. And
yes,
you did a great job, and you did a great service for all of us. So I saw you at the Emmys.
Yeah, we had fun.
We had a really good time.
Well, we went back to that weird VIP chocolate room.
Yeah.
Booze and chocolate.
Yeah, it was like, I'm going to get the name of the chocolate company wrong, and I feel like they sponsored it, so I don't want to even guess. But there was a tiny little bar in the back. If you were about to present, you got to go back there.
Yeah.
And then once we realized you didn't have to go back to your seat, we kind of just hung out there and drank.
Hung out there. Everybody, Michael Douglas was there.
Yeah, it was
Colbert.
it was a Corden, Hader. It was a good group.
All the,
you were very, that was after, I believe you had lost.
I had lost.
Yeah.
I had, yes.
So
I was going for
place.
chocolate and booze.
Yeah. In the beginning of the night, though, you were very relaxed. This is actually in the theater. So this is the night it just started, and you already took your shoes off.
Well, the shoes were kind of brand new, and they were pinching a little, so I took them off.
Gotcha.
And trying to relax before the ceremony.
You seemed very laid back, so it definitely worked. And Robbed, by the way, a great category.
Thanks.
Anyone in that category was deserving.
It was an amazing group.
It was an amazing group. And Fosse Verdon was obviously Bob Fosse was a role you had to prepare for, a lot of rehearsal.
Yeah.
I know you had to, also like just physically train. You took spin classes. Was that something you'd done before?
I took spin classes in addition to dance. I did a lot of things, hot yogas, dance, a lot of dance, obviously. Me and Michelle were dancing quite a bit. And, yes, I did some Soul Cycle classes. Yeah, I did.
How was it?
It was good. I did one in L.A., and, sometimes you'll see some people. I saw Usher once.
Yeah.
in the next to me, and he was lovely. He gets after it.
Yeah.
You know?
Was he intimidating? Was he so good?
No, he was cool. I think at one point I was, you know, you ever done Soul Cycle?
I've never done it, no.
It's kind of claustrophobic, but you get some good workout. You put the earplugs in, and you're doing, and there's a weight series, and you got to put the resistance up. And I think I stopped pedaling, and he was like, "Hey, man, come on." And yeah, but I've seen him. He gets after it. He gets after it.
It is always so great to see you. And again, I want everybody to see this movie because it is such a cool thing.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
And thank you so much for being here. As always.
Thanks for having me, man.
Sam Rockwell, everybody.